EDP 365 covers topics with explicit and strong language and is intended for mature audiences only. The topics may be sensitive to some, and everyday people may not agree with the views expressed on this discussion, but please keep in mind, we're giving you the point of view of everyday people in everyday situations. And EDP 365 is not afraid to go there.
Yes! I nailed it! I didn't even think I had a hiccup.
Oh, gosh.
Cool beans. So welcome to the show. This is EDP 365 Facebook Live. And just like Chris said, we are not afraid to go there. We are Everyday People 365. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Les.
And I'm Chris Styles. And again, this is EDP 365, Everyday People 365 on Facebook Live.
Alright, so I don't want to be rude, so of course I need to tell you all who's sitting here with us tonight. Now, we're not going to go into a whole lot right now. You know, we got to do the wine taste and all that good stuff. I got to tell y'all about my day, which has been like super crazy. So tonight we have Miss Tara Clark, and it's so funny because one of my like closest friends, her name is Tara Clark too.
I saw that.
So we have Miss Tara Clark here tonight, who is going to be demonstrating some Damsel in the Fence products. I have products. My daughter has products. My mom, I said product like it was drug, has products as well. And so we are super excited to have her here tonight. But first thing we're going to, let me tell y'all about my day. So, and y'all pray for me. And I'm being for real when I say this. Y'all pray for me. So, yesterday I had a pain. I had a pain. And so, took some medicine for it. Middle of the night, I could feel my lips swelling. I could feel like certain parts of my body getting hot. What? Woke up this morning, I was feeling better than I did yesterday. Okay. Feeling better than I did yesterday. So now I had an allergic reaction to some medicine. So like, hopefully y'all can't see it, but my lip is swollen. My arms are red, my legs are red, which is like super crazy. Aww. You're not gonna get anything.
No, I don't think so.
So like that was crazy. And so, after that, I get off. I had to go to the doctor so he can give me something to get all this swelling down. And so it was a late appointment. It was a late appointment, so I'm like trying to come all the way from the West End. And so I get, and at 5 o'clock, Western traffic is crazy. So I get over here and I'm like, okay, I gotta order the food. So we eat food before we go. We had to get the wine. Like, Chris, can you get the wine? I'll go get the pizza. It was like an accident, like a major accident. This is like, so y'all keep me in prayer. Keep me in prayer. As I continue to go throughout the evening. So y'all keep me in prayer.
Amen.
So, anywho, how was y'all day? Tell me how y'all day was. Let me hear.
I had a very productive day today. No complaints here. Not at all.
All right. So, my day, I do have a full-time job other than Damsel, and my day is hectic when I have had 11,100 plus steps before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Wow. That ain't getting there till
8. Working.
Oh my God.
Yes. I was, and the funny part was that I actually just told my manager that, okay, so when I leave at 4:30, 5 o'clock every day, I want to have my minimum of 10,000 steps. Trying to do the right thing and start, creating some healthy habits and healthy eating habits. Right. It was actually funny because she was like, well, that means you got to put those chips down. I was like, I can't do one thing at a time.
Oh, that's right.
So if I'm going to put the 10,000 steps in, let me have my bag of chips for a couple more days.
I know that's right.
I will turn them over later.
Like way later.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about it.
Exactly. And she can have them, give me at least a week to get acclimated to these steps. I need energy for these steps. I'm not, like my step count be like 2,000 by the time I get ready to go to bed, but I also don't have my phone with me, so I'm going to say it's probably 10. I just never know.
Maybe I need to get into that.
Something.
Yeah.
I went to Jamaica in November, and I had lost weight before I went to Jamaica. I ate everything in Jamaica, and I think the weight has followed me back from Jamaica. So I got to get on top of that because I'm going to Mexico for my birthday, so my body got to be right for Mexico for my 50th.
You're
So-
wait.
What?
Yep, next year I'll be 50, so I'm planning a big party, not a big party, but a big celebration for my birthday, and we'll be celebrating in Mexico. So I want to have a swimsuit on, look cute, cause I look kind of cute in my swimsuit this summer. I mean, we ain't going to summer, we in November, so I look kind of cute. So I was happy. Whatever.
I don't plan on wearing a swimsuit for my 50th, but y'all are both invited because I'm actually having a murder mystery and masquerade party.
When is this?
It's in October. My birthday is actually October 28th. I'll be 50.
Get that.
Wow.
I thought you was younger than me.
No,
What? Stop it.
no, ma'am.
Wait. Oh, go ahead.
So, yeah, I will be 50, and I am going to have a murder mystery and
That
masquerade
sounds
party.
fun.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
What?
Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to say anything about the murder mystery part, huh?
It's all
Well, I mean,
good.
it's okay.
Okay, all right.
It's okay. They'll forget by October.
Absolutely.
It's okay. So,
That's right.
hey to everybody who's looking. Hey, Eleanor. Hey, Apple Brown Betty. Oh, super funny. I was just talking about you today, Miss Apple Brown Betty. I'm talking about you. Hey, Chris. I see you up here. Hey, Chris. Alright, so here we go, y'all. Here we go. We got a late start. We can go ahead and jump into it. So tonight, y'all, we do our wine tasting. Tonight we are drinking, and I love Dublin. I love their wines because I'm a sweet wine drinker. I don't like the bitter wines. That's not me. Give me a sweet glass of wine. I'm going to drink the whole bottle. I know that was TMI, but it is what it is. That's the truth. And today was one of those days I need this wine intake. So we're drinking Pelican Red. Sweet, say it with me, Chris.
Sweet Dublin. Muscadine.
Muscadine wine. So that's what we're drinking tonight, and we're going
It's
to
not
taste.
bean. Dine.
So what is muscadine?
It is like a large, it's like a thick grapefruit, and it grows down in the south. You can actually probably bring it up here and grow it maybe during the summer, but
Okay.
they have it. It's like it's thick and it's just like a grape, but it's really big. It's thick.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Aisha. She said I look great. Thank you. She said both of us look great. Thank you, Aisha. And forget you, Eleanor. You're such a hater. All right, so we've gotten all that out the way. Okay. So everybody, did you taste your wine? I don't have to say it. I love their wines. Anytime we have Dublin on, it's good. I'm good. It's great.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Y'all should be here. This is
Yeah.
so good.
So I'm sure we're gonna finish this bottle. There's not much in here.
Mm-hmm.
So hey to my mom, hey Ash, hey to our ACHs. So let's see, did we forget anything else? Nope. We're done. We're done with the intro. Alright, so
D-O-N-E.
come on, tell us about Damsel in the Fence.
Okay, so all right, Chris, have you heard about Damsel in the Fence? I know Liz has.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
But the listeners may or may have.
Not a problem. So, for anyone who does not know what Damsel in Defense is all about, Damsel in Defense is actually a home-based party company. So yes, we are a direct sales company. And what we specialize in is personal protection and personal safety products.
Like
So, pepper spray, no,
Oh, okay.
not
Yeah.
condoms.
Your personal
So,
protection.
yes, I did. Okay, so basically, it is non-lethal self-defense items.
All right.
So, no guns, but we do actually have some really cute concealed carry purses if you do have a gun. And then also a concealed carry backpack. We do carry pepper spray. We carry stun devices, emergency roadside tools, personal alarms, things of that nature.
Okay. So well, let me see. I have this. I got this. I got this. I got something similar to that.
No, actually, your daughter. This is the one that your daughter had. That because she replaced the one that like you have, and when she got her replacement, I actually replaced it with the nothing. Yes.
Yeah, and I had this, but I don't know what we did with it. But this is no longer
It's like
in
something
my
you put
possession.
by your door, and if it moves, there's something.
Yeah, it goes off like a little alarm. What's this?
So this is actually a personal alarm, and it's actually I love this thing because I probably have about 5 or 6 of these because I always clip it on my jeans and forget about it. But basically, what happens is you can clip it on anything. So I usually put it on my belt loop, and should something happen and I need some help,
Wow.
They're like, oh, what's going on?
So at the very least, somebody will pull out a phone to start recording what's going on, even if they don't try to help.
Yeah, they'll record first. Makes no sense, but, you know.
Absolutely. But the goal is to at least be able to get some attention. And then I also have on another piece of Damsel. This is a necklace, and I usually get compliments about my necklace.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's actually a whistle.
Okay. Whoa.
Sorry.
Well, y'all been up there sitting like, all right, ladies, it's time. We good.
We may have to pretend like we can hear it.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's good.
So those are probably well, no, I take that back. I was going to say those are probably the two noisiest things. So yeah, Les knows this little step off can produce some noise. She probably took it to wherever she's staying at. You just don't know it yet.
No, she lost it.
Okay.
Bree took it off to college. I'm like, where is it? Oh, I don't know. You know how she was with that thing. We had to call like twice. But
it's okay. It's okay. If you notice, I put an extra one in her box this time.
No, I didn't even notice that. But you know, she needs that. She needs
no
that.
problem. I got her.
Okay, so let's do this first.
Okay.
Tell me how you got. Well, not me. Tell us how you got started with Damsel in the Fence, and then what we'll do is we'll start with the products that I have.
Okay.
And then we can go.
Okay.
I haven't seen this before.
That is brand new. That came out Saturday.
Okay.
So how I actually got involved with Damsel in Defense, and I actually tell this story all the time for a couple of different reasons. One is to bring awareness to the fact that she is missing. But I have known a young lady by the name of Toni Jacobs for well over 30 years. Toni and I actually went to school together, and in September 26th of 2016, Toni's daughter, Keisha, actually went missing.
Oh, no, her personal.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
So I did not have the pleasure of meeting Keisha because, as life would have it, I actually moved to Texas, and you know, Toni had her life and you know everything, but eventually we both ended up back here in Richmond. And when I was hearing the name Toni Jacobs, I'm like, it can't be. And then I saw her picture on television, and it broke my heart. So in the midst of that, Keisha and my daughter are actually about a month apart in age. So when I heard about Keisha, I started looking for something to try to keep my daughter safe, and I ran across Damsel in Defense. And that was actually the second time that I ran across Damsel in Defense. The first time I talked myself out of it because I was like, I can't teach anybody how to defend themselves. I thought I needed to know like 20 years of karate and all that kind of good stuff. So I was like, that's not for me. So I passed it. In the meantime, I sold Tupperware a couple times. I sold Scentsy. I sold all the rest of the direct sale stuff. And honestly, I sold it so that I could get some product and keep it moving. So I usually did it for about 3 months.
Okay.
At any rate, the second time, which was when Keisha went missing, that I ran across Damsel, I decided I would do some investigation and find out what exactly Damsel in Defense was all about. What was it about? Learning self-defense, teaching self-defense. What's going on with it? So I made a phone call to the lady who is now my sponsor with Damsel. She told me what it was all about, and I was like, you know what? Let me think about it for a minute. So I thought about it. A couple weeks went by, and then I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this kit because if I don't sell anything, my family got some great Christmas presents. In June, it will be 3 years since I made that decision to get some good Christmas gifts.
I'm glad you did.
Absolutely. And in the meantime, and in between time, I have also certified to teach a course called RAD, which is actually Rape Regression Defense. It is a course that is taught in colleges throughout the United States. It's taught here in the United States as well as abroad. About I'd say probably about I want to say more. There's more than 35,000 instructors or places that you can actually learn about RAD and learn the technique that's involved in RAD.
Okay.
It is a martial arts based training, but you don't have to know martial arts. And I was actually surprised that you can defend yourself just with really simple.
Oh yeah.
So, how much is that class?
So if you're taking the class as a participant, the class usually, if you are a college student and it is offered at your campus, usually it is free for students and faculty. And then for
how can we get it at her school?
What school did she go to? Okay. I will look it up because I don't know if they have it. I think their police department might though.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think she might still be able to get it there. And usually when they offer it to the public, it's really a very small fee, usually about $25.
Oh, that's not bad.
It is a time commitment though, because that class is about 9 to 12 hours, and they usually break it.
That 9 to 12 hours can save your damn life.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
be sure you take it.
Absolutely.
I know I've done defensive classes, martial arts classes, boxing. I've done a lot of stuff moving and growing up. And sometimes, that's why you have to be alert.
Absolutely.
At all times, because you might have that training, but when you're off balance and you fall to the ground a lot of times, all that stuff goes out the window a lot of times. So again, you just have to be aware and put yourself in a comfortable place where you can get your mind straight and defend yourself properly.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, when I was taking my class, one of the things is that we have to go through a simulated attack. As an instructor, you do not have the choice of whether you're going to go through that attack or not. You have to do it. And there were 12 of us. I think it was 12 or 14 of us in the class. And out of the 12 or 14, I was actually the only person who had not experienced RAD before. So I was really, really, really nervous. And they kept telling me, you're going to have fun. It's going to be okay. And I was like, and then it's like, because it's like we're like in this little room secluded, and then they bring us in, and then it's like these 5 big burly, people come out and they like add it from head to toe. And I'm like,
oh Lord,
what have I gotten myself into? I start shaking, and then I'm like looking at the women that are in front of me going, I'm like, I can do this. It's good. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be fine. I got my little gear on and everything. And then I go up, and my attack is totally different than the 3 women that went in front of me.
Wow.
And everything I thought I was gonna do went like bye-bye. And I'm like, but that instinct kicks in, and it's a 30-hour class, and it's 30 intense hours in 3 days. But it was like everything that I learned, it seemed like it all came flooding back at one time. But the thing is, you have to practice this stuff.
Yes,
it is not something that you can go and do one time and then I took a RAD class, I'm good, anybody gonna mess with me.
That's what ends up happening. Like CPR, all those things, you take it the one time, and if it's months later and you have to use it, you're like, oh damn, I better go get the book because I don't remember.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're right.
So
anything that you do too, that if you're doing one process consistently more than another, that other process is going to fade to the side. You got to probably go back, open the manuals, or practice it some more, so you get it back again. But that's the same thing that happens when you do martial arts techniques, or you're exercising different weights, or doing anything. That's why your stamina goes down when you don't run, or you don't walk, you don't exercise regularly.
Absolutely.
So what happens with that person that takes the class? I mean, how do they get that refresher? How do they continue to practice?
So a lot of times, once you take the class and you pay for the class, especially if you get a copy of the manual, you take that copy of that manual and you can take it to another RAD class. And as long as you have already taken that class, you should be able to get a refresher for free. And then,
for free.
If you like say for instance, you and I go to class. Sorry, Chris, but the thing about RAD is that we can't take classes together. So y'all two wouldn't be able to go together.
Okay.
So basically, women's self-defense, there are only women allowed in that class unless it is an instructor. And for the men's class, there are only men that are allowed. There is a RAD men's class, but men and women are actually attacked differently. So you don't want to give women ideas on how to attack a man to where he can't defend himself, and vice versa. So basically, if you go to our class and learn how we would defend ourselves, now you know everything that we're going to do to defend ourselves against.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, it does.
And I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I just always been in a place where I would try to learn everything I can.
Mm-hmm.
Not so I would be able to. I just want to defend myself.
Absolutely.
Maybe defend my family or whoever.
Absolutely.
But that's interesting. I thought it might be for a different reason because people are not focusing on the technique or the subject at hand. They're looking at somebody else across the room.
No. Honestly, I think that probably happens a lot. Would probably happen a lot too. But in this particular instance, there are certain things that pertain to a woman that you don't want to teach an attacker. It's kind of one of those things where I do see a lot of people who post like self-defense techniques for women, like on social media and things like that. But in the back of my head, I'm always cognizant of the fact that you don't always want to put a lot of that out there, because the same people who are learning how to defend themselves, there's a whole nother population watching that video that's learning how to counter defend themselves against that.
Okay, so let's get into the product. So I actually have this one. Can you tell everybody what that is?
Absolutely. So this is actually called a road trip, and I had it plugged up a little while ago.
1 second.
Okay.
If you click on the description for tonight's show, you can actually start purchasing things. You can purchase. You're part of the party if you're watching.
Absolutely.
So if you go to the description, if you click on the link, that's going to take you to the page where you can place your order.
See the products, read the descriptions.
And while Tara's here, you can ask questions and find out how you can purchase things that you want to get. So,
absolutely.
There we go.
Alright, so with that being said, Liz, actually her first product to talk about is the road trip. So the road trip is like one of those items that you would use in your car, so this would be considered a safety item. So basically you have a flashlight, you actually have magnets on the bottom of this, and this is so that you can stick this to your car.
Really?
Yes.
Mine has that?
Yes.
Someone asked how much is that rad on the rad course?
The rad
Yes.
for the
self-defense
participants,
course.
it's usually about $25.
Okay.
I'm gonna say roughly about $25 because it could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. It depends on the institution.
25 or
Okay.
Yep. But let's see, road trip. So those little $5
I've had this for several years. I had no idea that was on there. But go ahead.
Okay, not a problem. So basically, see, it actually allows it to stick to your car. And the reason why you may want it to stick to your car, if your battery's dead, you don't have hazard lights.
Okay.
Well, with a road trip, you do. You should.
I need to go out to the car and go get mine.
Well, you know what? If you don't have one, I got you. So you also have right in this little piece right here is actually a seatbelt cutter.
Yeah. I know.
You got the seatbelt cutter, so basically you just grip your seatbelt. You can put either way, whatever's comfortable for you. This is not so you can be like Jasmine Sullivan and go busting the windows out of his car, but you do have a no strike window breaker here. So basically you would just put it up against the window and you push. And when you do that, there is a spring-loaded mechanism in here. It looks like a little lance. And it actually pops out. It shatters the window. Keep it moving. You can get out. So
wait a minute. You place it against the glass?
You put it up against the glass.
I think you had to do this.
No, ma'am. This is made for a child to be able to use it. So you literally would put it up against your window just like that, and you push down on it.
Okay. It wasn't explained to me that way.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, now.
But you weren't the one, so I don't want anybody thinking you didn't tell me right the first time. It wasn't.
It's not right. Now, what yours may not have is probably not rechargeable. This actually just happened about 2 years ago. So this is actually rechargeable, and then this whole entire thing is also a battery pack. So you flip that USB cord around, and you can charge something else.
This is driving me crazy. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I got to get mine.
Les is on a commercial break because she is about to go get her road trip.
She is on a mission.
She is on a mission. All right, so since she is gone, what would you like to know about Chris?
I would like to know what this little cadaver is right here.
Okay.
This little piece right here.
So this is called a step off.
Okay.
So a step off can be used for a door, a window, or a sliding glass door. And basically what you would do is place it, if my hand is the door, you would place it behind the door. If it's the window, you would place it above the window. Sliding glass door, you place it behind behind the sliding glass door. There is actually a suction cup here, and that's activated by this little lever here.
Okay.
So if you push that down, it actually will create that suction that you need for it to stick. Exactly. And what happens is you turn it on, and should someone decide that they want to pick that entryway,
and that'll wake up, that'll get everybody up, no doubt.
that's what it's intended to do. So this is actually great for hotel rooms. This is absolutely perfect for dorm rooms because dorm rooms do not have alarms. And there are co-ed dorms nowadays. So this little doohickey here,
that's nice.
it is called a step off.
Okay, it's called a step off, and the step off is how much?
The step off is actually $20.
Okay.
Okay, so let me see. So we got this and it goes.
Yep.
Okay, we didn't hear this.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. See, I was trying to,
Okay, well,
not do your ears because we did this along while you were out.
so wait a minute.
So you have your magnet.
Yeah, I see that now.
The middle button is actually your blinker.
That's the hazard zone.
That's your hazard.
So this is in my car.
Yes. And you do not actually have the recharge because this is actually where your batteries go is in here. So that's how I can tell the difference because
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this doesn't come off. So this just stays. Okay.
see, it stuck to your necklace. You didn't even know. See, you have learned something new about your car. I told you you need to have a new party.
Ultramagnetic.
Okay, alright. So we're talking about this. You did the noise.
I did.
Can you do it some?
Sure, absolutely. So basically, when we turn it on, you ready? All right, have to make sure you're ready. All right, so somebody opens up the door.
Okay.
And you see how sensitive that is? I brushed my hand against
Okay.
that. I did not push it
I'm gonna tell
down.
you what, if I heard that, I'm like, Ray, come to the I'll be out. I'm like, I ain't pushing on that no more.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I have this.
So this is one of our stun devices. This is actually called a Get a Grip. This is another one of our stun devices. This one is called the Little Ringer.
So wait, what is that? We doesn't have this.
Yes, she does.
She has this part here?
Yes.
Really?
Hers is marble.
I didn't know it had all that. I thought it was like mine.
No. So basically,
I got all the old stuff.
this one is called Get a Grip,
Okay.
and then this one is called the Little Ringer.
Okay.
So, and your Get a Grip probably doesn't have this either. So, at the bottom of your little grip, does it like slide out and you plug the whole thing into the wall?
I think so.
Okay, so no. Little Grip has been, the Get a Grip has been updated. It is now USB cord compatible.
Yeah.
So you basically just plug this joker into the micro USB just like you would on old.
But mine still works.
It better work because you know what? I'm so glad that she said that because I probably would have forgotten to say this. But Damsel in Defense stun devices are actually lifetime guaranteed. So that is the reason why I was able to replace Bree's stun gun when it was no longer charged.
Ah, okay.
Because we do offer a lifetime guarantee on our stun devices.
Wow.
And
That's
in
dope.
addition to the lifetime guarantee on our stun devices, we offer something called an incident replacement policy. And what that is all about is if you are involved in an altercation and your stun gun is damaged or lost during that altercation, if you provide me with a copy, or Damsel, with a copy of your police report, Damsel in Defense will replace your stun gun for free.
Okay.
Wow.
Can you demonstrate that one?
Absolutely. So, now, this, which you were playing with, and you said you hadn't
That looks like a bangle.
So, this actually has what makes this stun gun work.
Oh.
So remember that disabled pin?
I think I like my other one better.
It can. So it's actually the same thing as this.
Okay.
So basically,
No, but go ahead.
Okay.
That one.
So this is actually called Arm Candy. Arm Candy came out Saturday, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
This is one of our brand new products. It is a keychain, but attached to that keychain is actually a disabled pin.
Mm-hmm.
This disabled pin is what makes our stun guns work. And that is actually a protection mechanism for the owner, because if that stun gun is taken away during that altercation, once that pin is pulled, that stun gun does not work, so that person cannot use that stun gun against you. Alright, so what you would actually do with this is you would wear this on your arm, and you're actually going to hold this stun gun. So, Chris, I need you to do me a favor. It is not on. No red light means you can't stun, and there's no light at the top. Snatch that away from me.
Do that damn thing.
Alright. See what happened?
Mm-hmm.
It disconnected. So
Okay.
I'm gonna turn it on right now. It's on.
You want to use the stun gun against me?
Not gonna work. So, and the reason why I let you do that is because it's not gonna work. Alright, so with this disabled pin, however, once you insert it, you're gonna insert it until you either feel or hear it click. For the get a grip, when you push the on-off switch halfway up, you have a flashlight. See how bright that is? It is an LED light, so it's pretty
They
bright.
let you know. Hey.
Absolutely. Alright. Now, this is actually a regular flashlight. So when you walking around at night, you need to have a flashlight. Hence the reason why you can have a stun gun and nobody's gonna question it. Now, and I actually did do this on Halloween, y'all. I scared the kids, I ain't mean to. But should, somebody, get in your space, or, you don't like the way they look, when they looking at you or whatever, you just click one more time and now you have a little red light.
Shiggity.
Red light always means you're ready to stun.
That's like Animal Kingdom. When they got no different colors, leave them alone.
Absolutely. And that is your stun. Now, so just so that you can actually see how this works. Alright, see the flashlight? That flashlight needs a disabled pin in order for it to work on this particular stun gun. So what happens? This one should be on yours. Pull the pin, light goes out, they can't use it on you. Alright?
Okay.
Now the one that Bree has, and I'm gonna switch this up a little bit.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm gonna switch that up is because I want to use this
Oh,
one.
I have that too. I forgot. I have that. Mine's pink.
Yes. You have a socket to me. This is actually a socket slim.
Socket slim.
Or a socket to me, either one. It works. I know what you're talking about. So, socket to me, socket slim is actually a separate product. But I have this attached to the disabled pin as a backup pin.
Okay.
So basically what happens is if somebody takes this away during an altercation, so, alright, snatch that, Chris. He took that, I got this.
And we had to demonstrate how loud that was. Did you hear how loud mine goes? Where she told me.
You be like, sock it to me, Slim. No, I don't want that bad.
So again, with the disabled pin in, you have a flashlight. So you have an LED. The difference is, and I'm gonna do this because it's blinding. All right, your red light is actually on while your flashlight is on.
I saw the loop.
Yeah, I saw that.
So you do still have that stun. Again, somebody takes it away from you, all they have is a flashlight.
Okay.
Alright, so they cannot use your stun gun against you. And like I said, if you actually adorn your disabled pin with something else, you always have a backup plan. And that's honestly what self-defense is all about, having a plan. Don't give up, keep fighting, keep using something to fight.
Oh, I do want to say this. Don't leave stuff in your purse. I have done that several times. Where it's just sitting in my purse,
This is
not out.
this is a different version, different color.
Yes, so
Okay.
we have a black.
So as I was saying, ladies, don't store these things in your purse and you do not use them. When you are out and about, pull it out. When you're in your car by yourself, pull it out when you're walking to your house. I can't tell you how many times. Now this stays in my car, my stun gun stays in my purse, my socket to me stays in my purse as well, but I can't tell you how many times I've gone out and it's just sitting in my purse.
See,
Don't tell me.
this one right here is this is the cougar. But this is universal.
And it also comes in ivory.
And ivory as well.
So is there a difference between this one and that one, or they're just the colors?
Absolutely not. It's just the colors. Now, this is actually pepper spray. Pepper spray. This pepper spray, this is actually my absolute favorite product right now. I mean, this is like the hottest product that we have. So much so that this particular version of our pepper spray sold out in 6 weeks. It was introduced October 1st. By mid-November, we were completely sold out, and we will be getting it back in stock in February.
What happens if I've had my pepper spray for a long time?
If you've had your pepper spray for a long time, you probably need to change your pepper spray.
Y'all need to be new when I buy it.
It depends on what happens with it. So, remember that accident replacement policy? Okay, so if you have to discharge your pepper spray during an altercation, then we will replace it for free. If it is just because it is old, then if you have a Damsel pepper spray, instead of buying a whole pepper spray, you can just buy the little replacement. It's like $7.
Okay.
See?
That's very reasonable.
Absolutely.
Can you tell people how to check when it's expired? Because I think that's what you had to do when I was at the
Absolutely. Now, I'm not going to do it on this one because this one actually requires me to take it loose. And that
You want me to get it?
I have one right here.
Okay.
This is actually a new version, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but this thing is absolutely beautiful. It has like little bling to it. See bling? Can you see the bling in it?
I can.
So, for this one, it just pops out. And pop goes the weasel. Alright, so, now, you're getting old when you gotta take your glasses off to read. Okay. So this one actually expires January 31st, 2022.
Okay.
All right. So there is an expiration date somewhere on your pepper spray, or there should be, regardless of whether it is Damsel or not.
So what's usually the shelf life of that?
Usually the shelf life is about 3 years from the date it was manufactured.
Okay.
Okay. So
that bling look like a small grenade right there.
it does. I think that's why I like it so much, because it does look like a little grenade. It looks like a blinged out grenade. Bling party.
We like bling.
Absolutely. So this is actually a pepper spray that will go on your keychain, and as you can see, even though I popped that out, it's in there pretty snug, so it's not going to just fall out.
Before you demonstrate a new product, let me ask you something.
Sure.
So this one, when we were at Sandra's event, you told me I need to put it this way versus this way, right? Inside the case.
Oh yes, it does come with the case.
Can you tell me why?
Absolutely. Okay, so what happens with the Get a Grip is it actually comes with a case. I told y'all what the name of this was. Little Ringer does not come with a case, and that's because that little thing that I'm holding this from, this is actually a keychain. So Little Ringer is actually designed for you to be able to carry it on your keychain. All right, but Get a Grip actually comes with a little pouch that you can put on your belt loop. Now,
like a holster.
Bingo. Now, the reason why I told you to put it down is because you had yours in your case this way. But what happens when you go to grab it, you're grabbing this. And now you got to fumble with it to get it in the right position. Whereas if you have this in that holster on your belt, and you have it facing down, or just like you just had it, when you pull it out of your holster, you're already ready.
Okay.
So that's it.
It's like unsheathing a sword.
Absolutely. You don't want to have to, you don't want to cut your hand up trying to pull it out. But if you pull it out, you already got it in position.
Okay.
All right. So that's the reason why I gave you that tip.
How about this?
So this was that first alarm, the one that I was saying I wear on my belt.
We did that before, before or during the show.
I did it during the show.
Okay, that means I had too much wine.
You know what? That's okay. It's all right. But I do want to show this pepper spray right here. And so all of our pepper spray actually is 18% OC. There are some states that we cannot sell our pepper spray in because the legal limit for those states is probably 10%.
Tell people what OC is.
You would make me say that word. Olive greens and capsicum.
Okay.
Basically, is what make it hot.
Okay.
Yo, I'm making it hot.
Absolutely. So okay, I have a lot of people that ask me, well, do you sell mace? No, I don't sell mace.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between mace and pepper spray. So mace is actually a chemical makeup.
Mm-hmm.
So and not saying that it will not work against someone that is under the influence of alcohol or drugs, but if you have a chemical and you're trying to stop somebody that's under the influence of a chemical, you kind of cancel each other out. So it may or may not work against that person.
Mm-hmm.
Pepper spray is a water base. It is the peppers that make it hot. Mm-hmm. So when you get this on, it's just like you cutting up a pepper and then rubbing your face. You gonna feel it.
You gonna feel it.
In your eyes, you gonna feel it. Wherever you touch, you probably gonna feel that pepper.
One of these days, I'm gonna tell you a story about what happened to me when I had some heat and I poured too much in my bath water.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to
I
say
might be
more?
too young for this stuff.
Is that a K-show? That might be a
That sounds like a
K-show.
K-show. Kanye, get your boy. But anywho, like I said, this pepper spray is it actually shoots up to 16 feet. That means that the person that you are spraying does not have to be close to you. So you basically our motto is spray and get away. You want to spray this and be ready to run.
And people don't know too as well, when that stuff gets in the air,
Yes.
and you're running into it,
Yes.
once that mist is in the air too, and you come into it collects.
Absolutely.
So
the way, and this is just my own personal way of doing this, and a lot of damsels actually do this, and we probably heard it from each other, to be honest with you, but the way that I tell people to spray pepper spray when I demonstrate it is basically you are going to extend your arm, you're going to aim for their face, and you are going to spray in a Z formation. And that's because you want to hit those eyes, you want to hit that nose, and you want to hit that mouth. Absolutely. And if you have enough, you want to tag the shirt too, because the first thing people do when they get something in their face is grab their shirt.
So good
Exactly. So
instinct.
So you grab that, and when they grab that shirt, all they're doing is rubbing in some more.
Okay.
Please and thank you. All right, now, but basically the reaction that they're gonna get, everything that has a membrane, all those the eyes, the nose, all of that stuff is gonna swell. So then your eyes are gonna start watering, your nose is gonna start, getting all snotty, you're gonna start, salivating all over the place.
Okay, see.
Exactly. Now, if you want me to tell you how effective this is, I don't know. Now, you see I'm ready to fight all the time, right? But I don't like bugs. So there was this big old spider on my porch, and I sprayed the spider. Now, I have a 4-year-old granddaughter that was going in the house with me that same night, and I picked her up and put her on the other side of the pepper spray because I didn't want her to track it in the house because I didn't want the pepper spray in the house.
Right.
What I forgot was that she's little people. So she's standing at the door, I'm trying to get the key in, and she's going, and I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? So I bend down to pick her up, and that's when it hit me. That smell was actually getting to her. So like Chris said, once it's in the air, it's in the air. So it can still have some effect.
Yeah, because you made me think about something. When I had my first Damsel in the Fence party, somebody sprayed it. I don't know why, but somebody sprayed it. And people were so yeah, you're right.
I thought they were trying to beatbox.
Alright, now, so as you can tell, this actually has that backup plan too, and the reason for that is because just like our stun guns, this particular pepper spray, you pull the pin, it's no longer capable of being sprayed. And again, you have your backup plan. Now, for this one, this is actually called our protected pepper with shield technology. We have a protected pepper without, which that is all it does. The protected pepper with the shield technology, that's the reason why I wanted to put my phone over here. This is like the be all end all for me anyway of self-defense and Damsel as a whole. I love this thing. So Damsel actually has this app. It's called Shield Community. And I don't know if you can. Okay. All right. So while you're standing over there and you're showing that to them, I actually am going to do something. So if you can slide it over just a teeny tiny bit, I want me to see. Yep, there you go. All right, so without activating this pepper spray and with the pin off, if somebody does try to activate it, what they are doing is doing you a favor, because what I am doing now is I am pressing this down the same way I would as if I was actually activating the pepper spray.
Well, it's vibrating too.
So you just received something. So that their screen should have changed, and it should say something about sending an alert.
I am safe. Activated alert.
Nope, it says sending alert.
Sending alert.
At the top. All right, so can I borrow that phone real quick?
You
And
sure
then I'm
can.
gonna let
You
you
see
show
that,
the
y'all?
people. Let you show the people.
Are you gonna show my address?
No, it will not show your address.
No.
All right, but I will let you verify.
That's
All right,
confidential.
so what happens is it sends out this text message. Now, when it sends out that text message, it has a Google link. You see where that is?
Mm-hmm. So, okay, so does it go to multiple people? Can you choose, like, I wanted to go to these 5 people? Does it just go to one person?
Nope, you can actually choose the 5 people. So I have a demo and I have a reel.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 2 separate ones.
Mm-hmm.
And my demo is only going to my
Okay.
personal phone,
Mm-hmm.
and then my real one actually goes to my mom and
Oh,
my
I
daughter.
need that.
So what? And my mom lives in North Carolina. My daughter lives in outside of Kentucky. So, but they still know people because they're all from here. And if nothing else, they can call and say, "Hey, you okay?" But yep. So now, if I went in, it's still not gonna give you your exact address, but you see where that is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty close. It
Can
is.
you, like, click on it or something like that?
There you go.
Oh, what is...
Exactly. So basically, you get a pin.
Mm-hmm.
You click on the pin,
Oh, and
and then that's how you see the address.
He said, "You pick it. I'm here."
So just so you can verify this, and
Wow.
we don't want to show that to the people, because all right. So
Wow.
touch the pin.
Damn. Yo.
Yeah, I need one
Hold
of
up.
these.
You see where it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So
I need this for Bree.
absolutely.
Wow. It says, "Need help now." Blah blah blah.
And
Absolutely.
Can you set this up so it goes to a police station, or you can only set it up to, like, family and friends?
So you want to set it up for family and friends and let them be the ones to determine. And the reason why I say that is because, say for instance, like for me, I'm playing with this. So if I had it set up for 911 and I wanted to demonstrate to somebody that I didn't take 911 out,
Okay.
911 be coming, then I gotta pay.
They were talking.
Exactly.
Hold up.
Exactly. But like, say for instance, 'cause, I mean, I'm 49 years old, and when I'm going somewhere, especially if I'm going somewhere new and I'm not sure about, I'll be like, Sid is my daughter. I'll be like, Sid. So I'm getting ready to go XYZ. I still check in because it's not
Right.
about asking permission. It's about letting somebody know
where you are.
Where you
Right.
are.
Mhm.
Okay, I should be done by 12:30. So if I ain't home by 6 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and
Something
I
wrong.
won't go out with a guy,
Mm-hmm.
Something
I'm
wrong.
gonna need you to call check on me.
That's dope.
Now that was, I love that.
Now, and I actually use the like a Uber story. So I usually say, okay, so if my Uber driver is a little cuckoo and crazy, I can just press the little button, and
Cool.
this
crazy
actually
baby.
tracks. As long as you have your phone, mine is actually set up for 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So every 2 minutes, there's going to be a new pin. So if I'm driving down Home Street, every 2 minutes it should be a different location
Okay.
on
Oh,
Home
wow.
Street. So
Yeah.
as long as I got my phone with me, it's tracking me.
Okay.
Alright. Now, I get to where I'm going and I decide, okay, Mr. Uberman really wasn't crazy. He was just a little too touchy-feely. We need him to keep his hands on the other side of the console. That button that Chris was talking about at the bottom that says I am safe, I can hit that button. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's telling you to enter a PIN. So you actually enter the PIN number that you create, therefore nobody else can cut that off for you. It sends out another text message to your contacts that now says I am safe,
Okay.
and they know that you're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How much is that?
So the pepper spray itself is $89.
Mhm.
It is a one-time fee. Damsel in Defense actually picks up the cost of the app
Oh.
forever. So as long as you own it, we pick up the cost of the app. And you can still, at the end of your 3 years or what have you, you can still just change the pepper spray
Okay.
for $7.
Okay.
But yeah, that is actually my
But
favorite
you know,
product right now.
it's just like if you making a choice to eat better, it costs more. It's making a choice if you want to save your life one day or whatever that is. It's worth the investment.
Absolutely.
To do or have these things and know how it works.
Absolutely. And I think I saw a little comment go past and I missed it. It said something about, oh, that was you, Chris, that said $89.
Yeah, make sure I put that in.
And it is Damsel in Defense.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Damsel in distress.
I knew it.
We are not damsels in distress, sir. I'm sorry.
They're not damsel in distress.
It is
damsel
not.
in defense.
Damsel in defense.
So if I put that in the screen, just substitute the word. My apologies.
It's all good. Okay, so Les actually asked about this pen. So this pen is also one of those great little, products that is kind of like, what is that? Yes, it is a pen. But remember the socket slim?
Mm-hmm.
So this pen is made out of aluminum. It is made out of the same thing as that socket
Bad boys come off the plane.
Bingo! So, what makes these two things different, even though they can be used the same, because this is also a martial arts striking tool.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so up at the top you have some little ridges. You want to feel that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now I have Chris's DNA.
Woo.
So that's what that's designed for, is to collect DNA. So if you gouge somebody with this end of it, it's hurting them, plus it's collecting DNA. So you
It
can
will
take that.
collect your DNA. It could be a little scratch, whatever that is.
Okay.
It's gonna be in there.
And then there also is a little flashlight on this. We love flashlights, y'all.
That's right.
Alright, now, at the end of the day though, say for instance you are getting ready to go over to RIC and hop on a plane. This is recognized by TSA as a weapon. Ask me how I know. I had to throw one in the trash.
Ooh.
Same day I had 3 of these in my purse. I got on the plane with 3. I got off the plane with 3. I came home from my trip with 3. Because at the end of the day, this joker is a pen. It is recognized as a pen.
And it writes pretty too.
Yeah.
I think Les probably won't take my pen.
No,
But she
no,
what's
what's the name of this?
This is called a To Whom It May Concern.
Okay, good name.
To whom it may concern.
It may concern. It's gonna concern you. You do the wrong thing.
Absolutely, and it is $25.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No,
Wow. But
And it
that
actually-
DNA is important, y'all.
absolutely, and it comes with a pen
Ah,
with a cartridge
I
in
asked
it,
about that.
and there's also a refill that comes with it.
Okay.
But I think the thing with that too, anytime anybody, especially a male does not want to be scratched, face, head, nowhere really.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to be scratched. It's like anti-fight. Stop.
Not the face.
Right, not the face. But that, oh wow, that's dope.
All right, so this little hand. Thank you, Les.
You're welcome.
Alright, so this is actually called a runners up. So there's somebody out there that likes to exercise, it's not me. But I will tell you I still use this glove.
Mm-hmm.
Because what actually happens is that our products fit nice and securely inside of this glove because it has a little bit of elastic on it. Now what also happens, that makes it hands free.
I like
So
that.
say for instance, like for me, last year I actually used to work 2:30 to 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
And Walmart is my favorite place after work. So needless to say, I'm going in Walmart and I'm coming out. It's dark. It's usually late at night. My shift ended at 10:30. That means I walked out of work at 10:30. All right. So now this is what the deal was. If you have one of these on your keychain, that is perfect. That is fine. If you have a pepper spray on your keychain, that is perfect. That is fine. But you also, as Les said, need to make sure that that's in your hand.
Right.
If I got a bunch of bags, it's still gonna be difficult for me to use that. However, this actually works with pepper spray. It works with our Kubaton. It works with the little ring of stun gun.
Oh, the Kubaton. You have that with you?
This is a Kubaton.
Oh,
That's the socket slim.
That's
That's
the
a
real name.
Kubaton.
That's the government
The
name.
government name is Kubaton. Okay, so yes, the government name is a Kubaton. And if you take martial arts, then you know what a Kubaton is all about. Alright, so at any rate, those bags where I stand and I'm ready to fight. And I did not lose my weapon.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I love this runners up.
Okay, don't forget, if you go to the description and the show title, you can click on the link.
And
you can start to purchase items tonight if you like. You can also
it's 12
Okay.
and 12.
Okay.
you can also reach out to Tara and let her know what you want to purchase. These are all great items. Like I said, I have the items. My daughter has the items. My mother has the items. So I have how many things up here? How many things have I had in my possession? So that is.
Yes, Socket Slim.
I've had one.
Road trip.
I've got one. I don't know what we did with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other products up here. I have 5 other products.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you got behind us here?
So behind us, what I have. You got it?
Yeah.
You gonna like the name of this one too, Chris?
Okay, alright. You mean move some out of the way real quick? Let me slide this up. Boom, boom.
Junk in the trunk. All right.
Hey!
I knew you were gonna like the name of that.
That's
All right. So junk in the trunk. All right. Now. All right. So Leah, do you have jumper cables?
I do.
Okay. So. Not saying that all women don't carry jumper cables, but there are a lot of women who don't carry jumper cables.
Many don't.
Now, junk in the trunk makes it easy and convenient for you to carry some beautiful jumper cables.
Those are pretty.
They are beautiful. And in addition to those jumper cables, you will also get a scraper, set of pliers. Let's see, you have a Phillips head and flathead screwdriver. And that's there. You have a tire gauge. You have a first aid kit. Let's see. This is actually like, my demo bag, so it's a little extra stuff in here. You also get ponchos. You get emergency blankets, waterproof matches, a whistle, a compass.
Damn.
Let's see. Oh, you get the little grip gloves. Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, and there's a flashlight in here.
And you get the nice bag.
And you get the nice bag that is also reflective. Now, new product alert. They have upgraded the junk in the trunk.
Wow.
So starting, I believe it is February 1st, it will not look like this anymore. The junk in the trunk is actually in the form of a triangle. And that is because in addition to all of this great stuff that's already in here, you also get the triangles. And on the back of that bag that has the triangle, there's a reflective triangle on the back of the bag, so you can actually use the bag and the triangle that comes in it. So you know how you see multiple triangles placed on the road? So it's like an added $40 value for the new junk in the trunk, and the price is still the same.
What's the price?
$65.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
And you still get all of the, I take that back. Something else that's actually upgraded in that. So the flashlight that's in here is actually one of those little hand pump flashlights. It's not a hand pump flashlight, and you can actually use both of your hands while you are using that flashlight because it is a headlamp, so it actually fits on your head, and you can change that tire in the dark or do whatever you need to do. Down, because we have women that are mechanics. We girls run the world. We do it all. So if you need to take care of some business, you put your little headlamp on. As long as you ain't worried about your hair getting messed up or whatever, you just put that headlamp on. Do what you need to do. Take it off. Get on in the car. Keep on moving.
Who runs the world?
Girls.
Alright, so send your order. Send Terry your order. Tell her what you want to get. Now, somebody looks like they sent a long message. I can't really see that. And then I'm in the watch party mode, so I don't know what this is.
Everything she said, I typed junk in the trunk.
That was Chris. That was
blah, 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 blah. So I put that in there so people be able to see. It included jumper cables, a scraper, tire gauge, matches, should say the compass,
Yes, the compass.
the gloves, flashlights, screwdrivers, and much, much more. Triangles. The new one comes with triangles.
Yes.
But the regular one also comes with pliers. So
Yes.
everyone needs a junk in the trunk.
Yes, Eleanor, they do. Thank you so much.
We need one. We all need one.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think
What is this do? The back
so.
picture?
No, this is actually just a prop.
No.
It just unless
The back picture.
yeah.
Come here, let me show you something.
Yeah, we use anything as a weapon around here. We in defense mode.
Oh, that's right. This is cool though.
So are there
That's
other
cute.
products?
Damsel in distress.
Damsel.
Damsel in defense on the
Chris.
other side.
I'm sorry. we
Damsel in
just-
defense.
Are there other products in the book that you didn't have here tonight?
Absolutely. And speaking of books, the last thing that I have up here to show you, because we want to make sure that even our young people know about safety. And actually, my cousin is getting a copy of one of these books free of charge because her grandson yesterday, as much as he is talked to about getting into cars with people he doesn't know and all that kind of stuff, he missed the bus home from school yesterday. And he apparently one of the teachers offered him a ride home and he took it. And granted, yes, it was a teacher, but as you guys know, this is not a time
Right.
we grew up in
Right.
where teachers were okay to take the kids
Right,
home.
exactly.
We taking the Rams to go.
Yes. So she's actually going to get a copy of this very first book, which is called All-Star Dugout Dreams. And this is actually a coercion kidversation. And we basically say that all of our books are a kidversation because they are designed to have conversation and dialogue with the kids. So instead of just saying, so if somebody touches you, you better let me know. But you're not really telling them how somebody touches or what's inappropriate. You're just telling them if somebody touches you, you better let me know. This kind of has a storyline. So in this particular book, All-Star Dugout Dreams, there's a young man, he plays baseball. His coach actually says, so yeah, your mom called and told me to bring you home today. Well, he feels a little uneasy about it, and you know, some things transpire in the story. The heroes of all of our stories are also children, and they range in age from 4 to 12, and they are all ethnicities as well, which is very important because we want to make sure that the children can identify. And as long as they see somebody that looks like them in the story, they're more apt to believe it. So, you know, in this particular one, the hero is actually a 9-year-old African American young man. But what he has in common is that he also plays sports. All right. So it's kind of like that those Roadrunner cartoons where there's a freeze frame, and the only person that can see the heart defender, which is what our heroes are called, is the person who needs help. And so, you know, our heart defender Simon comes out. He tells him what to do, and so what he's actually telling him is you need to go call your mom and verify that story. So unfreeze the frame. Little boy runs away. He runs to the store. He calls his mom. Come to find out, the coach had actually called mom and said that another one of the players was taking him home. So basically, it is a conversation starter. Madison's big brother. Little girl is a latchkey kid, so she starts going home with her best friend. Her best friend has an older brother. One of those times that she goes over, the best friend is not home, and the brother propositions her and asks her for a kiss. So basically, it's kind of like letting them know what to do. And I love this particular story specifically because what it actually does is it gives it a different spin, because one of the reasons why the young girl is being advised to tell somebody is that they tell her that not only will it be getting help for her, but it will be getting help for him because he's sick and he doesn't know it. So it puts a spin on it. And then something every child goes through at some point in time in their life. Julian's Solo Voyage. This is actually about a little boy who goes to the bathroom in a public place for the first time by himself.
Ooh, scary.
And we all experienced that at some point. I actually had where a young man was at a rest stop, and his mom and sister came into the ladies' room as I was exiting the ladies' room, and she says to him, the men's room is over there, and he's like 10. And we're at a rest stop on 64. And I'm like, they can't be from around here. Like, they cannot be from around here. So I honestly went to my car. I had one of my personal alarms, and it was actually, I was leaving an event, as a matter of fact, down in Norfolk. And I stopped at that rest stop. I went to the car, I had one alarm left. I went back in the bathroom and I asked her if I could gift her with something. And she was like, sure. And I had my Damsel gear on. I told her what Damsel in Defense was all about. And I was like, I want to give you this alarm so the next time your son has to go to the restroom by himself, if something is going on in that bathroom and he can't call you, he can pull this alarm and you know to come running. So I gave it to her.
That's
nice.
great.
That's beautiful.
Because that hurt me to my heart, you know, because and some of these stories are not far-fetched.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that, I cannot remember what the little boy's last name is. I know it starts with a C, but his first name is Matthew. And I believe it was back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Matthew was actually at a campground, and his aunt was standing outside of a bathroom. Matthew never came back out of that bathroom because he was murdered inside of that bathroom because his aunt didn't realize that somebody was in there.
Oh my God.
So these stories are not far-fetched. These things can happen. So we do need to, you know, talk to our kids about more than just stranger danger, but people danger. Because 90% of the children that are molested actually know the person that did it. So, hate to end on that topic, but
that's
real life.
You need to know that.
it is what it is. And it's not just little girls.
Yeah.
It is little boys.
They be hopping on little boys.
1 in 4 girls, 1 in 6 boys are victims of sexual assault before they turn 18 years old. And actually what it says is before they turn 17.
Wow.
So it's not just a girl thing. It's not just if you have girls. It's not just, it's anybody, everybody. Keisha was 21. The bad part about what happened to Keisha is that Keisha is at that after age. It's like the after before. She's over 18, even though she looked like she may have been 18. She was over 18. She's not yet, so she's too old for an Amber Alert. She's not yet a silver, which is like the elderly. So she's too young for a silver. It took over a year for the police to officially say that there was foul play involved in her disappearance. Yes.
I didn't hear that.
Yep.
Oh wow. But they haven't confirmed anything, or
they have not confirmed anything.
Okay.
They just say that they do believe that there was foul play involved in her disappearance. But again, and that age range is so important because, not trying to be funny, but her mama is her champion. And she always has been. And it's not to say that the police aren't looking for her, but sometimes the police are a little bit slower, especially if they don't have that evidence that, you know, they came in here and the house was tore up, so yeah, we know something went on. In her case, she went to the house of someone who was supposed to be a friend and she never returned. So it makes it more difficult, you know, to get that case open, because it's like, well, how do you know she just doesn't want to be found? You know, and that's not just for her, that's for anybody that's in that age.
You know, and my thing is this. I don't think anybody at some point don't want to be found. And that's what I don't understand why they even ask these questions. I was watching something on TV the other night, and what ended up happening, you ever heard of Kanika Jenkins? Girl in Chicago?
Yes, she went to the hotel party.
And just the responses that the police department gave and the responses that the hotel security gave.
And she was found in the freezer, right?
Right.
Okay.
Laz knows, any female that knows me, whether we're all hanging out, we're doing something together. Nobody is going to the car by themselves. If they're gonna get us, they're gonna get us.
Absolutely.
But I'm not gonna leave that. Well, no, I'm good, I'm okay, and all that stuff. Nah, I'm walking to the car and go back in.
And you do.
Make sure, and this is what I do because, again, I've had, nieces who were attacked by somebody they know, ex-boyfriend or whoever. You just don't know what's happening, what's going on out here. But that's just my motto and my MO. The ladies gotta be safe.
Absolutely.
And I have 2 daughters, so I just don't appreciate. I hope that their friends, your friends, anybody else, at the same time, in addition to this, will be accountable and walk their friends out to the car, do that extra thing. Absolutely. I remember back in the day, it didn't care. Well, even if a bunch of guys went out, and the girl we met or something like that, and we want to go have dinner, or we're gonna separate from the party. We got license plate numbers.
Yes.
We got phone numbers. We got all that. Just in case anything happened, at least somebody can be able to trace you back to somebody or something, just whatever that is.
My daughter, I think I embarrassed the daylights out of her because she was 18 going to King's Dominion, and I did not know, and matter of fact, she was going to King's Dominion. My company was doing the King's Dominion thing, and I had extra tickets, so I let her invite her friends. And the little boy she took, I did not know him. And I pulled out my camera, and I was like, snap, turn to the side, please. Snap, stand beside your car. So I have a picture of him with his car and his license plate. I mean, make, model, and what he look like. My child come up missing. I'm coming looking for you. I'm just saying. And she was so embarrassed, and I know she was embarrassed. But I want people to realize that her mama crazy.
No. Mama is covering all bases.
Absolutely.
Just in case something else happens.
Absolutely. Now I will tell you this: when they came back from Kings Dominion, when we came back from Kings Dominion, she rode with them, and he left. And he turned around, he came back, he knocked on my door and thanked me for letting him go to King's Dominion.
Absolutely.
Because I'm like, we don't play, I don't play that kind of stuff.
Because you just don't know what type of people are coming through your
Absolutely.
town, your neighborhood.
Absolutely.
And I just seen too much stuff. I experienced too much stuff. I just remember back in the day, guys would disappear. Especially hustlers, guys who think they macking the ladies and all like that. Bruh, that whole game is a setup. Somebody paid that person X amount of dollars to get you to the hotel or get you to somewhere. Never be seen again. So, I'm telling you, just be careful of what you do, who you meet, and your intent, your motive for the night. It ain't always a good thing.
Absolutely.
All right, so anything you want to share before we give our final thoughts?
So, yes. So, January is a Human Trafficking Prevention Month. So, make sure you go out there and read about the ways that you can prevent some of the signs that you can look for, because we actually can be somebody's only line of defense. Because if they can't tell, then, if we know what to look for, then we can do that. February is coming up, and we all know that our teens are going to date, regardless of what we say. February is actually Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. And that is a real thing. I know a real person who had to have a restraining order taken out on a 16-year-old because he was stalking her daughter. So, the teen dating violence thing is real. It's just as real as trafficking. And the thing is that our kids are usually too afraid to say something. And that's how it's able to continue.
Oh, wow.
So, just see something, say something, talk to your kids.
The only thing I want to say, and it disturbed me. Now, I've always been a Chris Brown fan since he was young to old. Still am. There was a video I saw the other day that disturbed me. First time I ever saw it. I would hear the song on the radio about drinking, and getting thick. Y'all know this. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about.
I never heard the song.
But when I saw the video, saw somebody, the chick's down at the bar, the bartender and the other chick put a pill or put something in his drink, and he's around there looking like he's strong and he's cool and he's moving through it and he's just going through these things, let that pill be in your drink.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be doing none of that. So it kind of disturbed me to see like the glorification of it, and I can survive, I can move through this, and it's all good, and everything is a happy ending. Trust me, it's not a happy ending. And so I'm right now I'm so frustrated. I was so frustrated seeing that video the other day. I was like, I gotta contact him or try to do something because who and why would you make that video and be in it and be like it's okay to do? So I'm just saying, like, be careful. I am, from this day forward, going to be an avid supporter of Damsel in Defense.
Thank you.
And I think this will also be something that my daughters need to get in touch with. I'm going to give them this information on the RAD, and if they got something in the area, I'm pretty sure they probably know what I taught them when they was growing up, but being as you get older, if you don't use it, you forget it. So that's my final thought for the night, y'all. Go watch that video and see what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't care. I do. Liz.
He gets so deep.
My final thought is support Tara and all that she's doing. She has been great. She's been a great guest, great presentation. She's gone over all of the products and told you all the great benefits of having these products. If you have daughters, mothers, sisters, cousins, sons,
Absolutely.
you know, invest in something. You don't have to buy everything here, but buy one thing. There's something here that can help the person you love. Buy something for yourself. Like I said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have about 5 of the products. And so, thank God I haven't had to use them, amen. But again, you know, it's good to have it. It's good to have it. Makes you feel a little bit more secure when you're out, especially if you're out by yourself. But nowadays, they'll get you in twos. So, be careful, be smart. Inquire on the classes that she talked about. But find ways to be safe. Find ways that you're safe when you walk out of your door. When you're in your homes, wherever, get you something. Get you one of these products. They're not very expensive. They're worth the money. Again, I've gotten things from my daughter. We've had to replace.
It's all good. It's all
So, you know, these are really great products. Reach out to Tara. Can you put her number in, Chris?
Sure.
How do you want them to contact you?
So, my website is www.mydamselpro.net / and then my name, Tara, T-A-R-A, Clark, C-L-A-R-K. That's my website. They could email me. Y'all gonna love my email address. Okay, tclark at she stuns STUNS
She's done.
them THEM.com. And then if they want to reach out to me by phone, they can do that too. It's 804-719-1978. There you go.
All right, so I'm going to say this number again. If you can contact her directly by phone, 804-719-1978. The email, tclark@shestunsdem.com. And the website is www.mydamselpro.net /Tara Clark.
Yes.
So,
and Les also has a website link in the description of this, and if you purchase through that, so the way that the whole party thing works is just like any other direct sales business. If you have a party, if you host a party, people order, you get hostess credits. So we want to make sure we treat Les right. And Chris, you know what? whatever Lance gets in hostess gifts or hostess rewards, I will do the same thing for you out of my inventory.
Thank you.
You are so very welcome. Thank
So
you guys for having me.
support, give these to your, again, your friends, your family, your daughters, your mom, your cousin, your sister. Great products to have. So thank you. For being on the show. So we can always bring Tara back. This is our month of female entrepreneurs. So you're our second female entrepreneur to be on the show for the month of January. So thank you. This has been a really, really great presentation. Again, great products. You got her contact information.
And I will go back and read the comments, and if you ask any questions, because I don't think we were doing that a good job that one, but if you ask any questions, I will actually go back and answer those questions.
Absolutely, she sure will. And since we're all tagged in it, so if you respond or you want to ask questions or whatever,
You're welcome,
you want us to
Eleanor.
get it, and we'll forward all that information to her. But I know she will see it as well. So,
Absolutely.
All right. So Chris, next week.
Next week's show, we're going to have Miss Sandra Bone and Mr. Antoine Bowman on the show. Stop the violence. We're not just saying stop the violence here in Richmond, Virginia, Chesterfield, in the surrounding counties, Henrico, Verina. Just put yourself in a position or place of someone else. You don't always have to put your hands on. You don't always have to create or start arguments or problems. It's just about being a better person for yourself, not only for your family, your friends. If you're a better person and you respect and treat yourself in that way, someone else will do the same for you. So, Stop the Violence show next week, 7 p.m. Tuesday evening on EDP 365 on Facebook Live.
All right, so some announcements. I still have post number 2 for anybody who wants to eliminate the poop smell before you go to the bathroom. Spraying those so no one knows. Everyone poops. No one likes to smell it, and it works great.
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
girl, yes.
I'll
See,
put
you
this for the
shouldn't
men, baby.
See,
Girl, I don't remember nothing.
Show me remember. Huguenot High School when we did the event.
That's right. That's right. So get yourself a bottle, $3 per bottle, and that's a 15 milliliter bottle. Great product. Get you some. Blinged Out Party. Thanks to everyone who purchased a ticket for my Blinged Out Party that's happening next weekend. Not this weekend coming, but the following weekend. So, no, you can host your own party. You have a party.
Oh, I will. Okay.
You have a party. So
Okay.
thank you to everyone who purchased a ticket. I look forward to seeing you all next Saturday on the 25th. You can host your own party if you didn't get a ticket.
And I'm so mad because this past week I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my ticket. And
Sold out.
Sold out.
Yeah.
2 days before, sold out.
It
I'm like,
has been sold out. So I thank everyone. You can have a private party. You can have one in your home, your church organization, your sorority, bridal party, what have you. Blinged Out Party does do custom designs, and so you can get that. All right. So join EDP 365. Everyday People on Facebook. Join Me Connect Promote for all of my entrepreneurs, brand builders, and business owners who want to post and advertise. Please go to Me Connect Promote. All of my authors Den and Co-op, go to that group. Post information about events coming up for authors. Post tips, post questions, post your book. All right, Richmond events and vendors. Go there and post your events that are coming up. Post events that may not be yours, but it's an event where somebody can be a vendor. Also, my Gino group, ladies, post in Gino. Post your girls' night out pictures. Post events that are coming up for ladies to hang out. Go to the Gino page. All right, so I said Richmond events and vendors. Go to, well, you can't go to, but I'm having an event in May. It's called Bending with Friends.
Yay.
It's called Bending with Friends. Tara will be there selling Damsel in the Fence. I don't know if Kay is still watching. Kay will be there. We have some other great folks who are going to be in the building, as they say. And so I still have some vendor spots available. If you're interested, you can inbox me or call me at 804-424-0337. Again, my telephone number is 804-424-0337. Or you can inbox me to get more information about the vending event. I will need your email address and what you are selling. So let me say this. I have a paparazzi rep. I have a Damsel in the Fence rep. I have a
bedroom candy.
Bedroom candy. I keep calling it K's.
It's K's bedroom
right,
candy.
exactly.
You predicted that.
We already have a bedroom candy rep. I also have a Mary Kay rep. So those spots have been filled for those vendors. What else? Oh, there's going to be a women's retreat. Unfortunately, in front of me, I don't have all the information, but I'm going to be a speaker at a women's retreat on February the 22nd. For dynamic speakers. We're going to be talking about healing and growing and, you know, all the great things about women. And so you want to attend this event. If you go to any of my pages, it has been posted, and I promise you that next Tuesday, I'll have more information that gives you details on this great event where you can come with your friends and just unwind and release, relax, release, all that good stuff. All right, Real Women of RVA. Don't forget about Real Women of RVA reality show. Miss Kimberly Johnson, aka Blunt, is the executive producer, and so you can go to Real Women of RVA on IG, or you can go to the website realwomenofrva.com, or you can go to YouTube or Twitter. Don't forget to celebrate your victories, both large or small.
All right, so thank you, Les. With that being said,
EBO, Entrepreneurs and Business Owners. Great organization. We're having our first meeting on Saturday, so woo to everyone who has joined this great organization. If you have not joined, you have missed out. You missed the boat. Go ahead, Chris. Yeah, so we're excited about our first meeting.
Yes, we are.
And on Saturday, because we worked so hard over this last year to put this group together. So we are super
stoked,
excited about that and all of the things we've got going on. Chris and I are both in a web series together, so we have some great things coming on. So now Tara is officially part of the EDP 365 family, so we're so happy to have her on board. We're excited about that. Don't forget to support her in her business and what she's doing. But that's it.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. You are come on anytime, because this is information that people need. And maybe we can set up something so that there can actually be a class
Yes,
that you can
ma'am.
host and people can come.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
And host a class and have women to come in, and we all kind of just, help each other to
Absolutely.
learn some self-defense.
Learn some self-defense.
Yes.
Learn some, how to use the products.
Mm-hmm.
Learn about things that don't even involve products, because I mean, they're simple things. Like one of the things that Chris mentioned was walking people out to the car, but it doesn't actually stop at walking them out to the car. You gotta take a look in that car.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make sure, and that goes for whether you're walking to the car by yourself or not.
Mm-hmm.
You need to look inside your car. You need to approach your car from an angle that you can kind of, maybe see under it. And don't be scared to bend down.
Right.
Underneath the car.
Real quick, to piggyback off of something that you said, a friend of mine, Miss Yolanda Marshall, whenever we would go out, and she said she does this with any of her friends, she said she does not leave. I ain't gonna say she doesn't start her car, but she does not leave until she knows that person's car is gonna start and they can pull off.
And
she said she's done that forever.
And I'll actually drop people off, and I was ready to pull off, but pull back or stop just to see them.
Mm-hmm.
Turn that key and get inside the door and close the door.
Mm-hmm. Flick the lights.
Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Again, you just don't know.
Yeah, and ladies, make sure the guys get to their cars safely too. Because
Definitely.
normally when Chris is like, no, Liz, you can't walk to your car by yourself, I try to at least say, hey, let me drive you to your car.
Bingo. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad she does offer that as well.
Somebody done pushed the button.
Mm-mm.
Somebody just said it, and the wrong person said it.
What part?
No singing tonight. We were blessed. See, you asked for it.
Oh.
And what just came to mind? Love me in a special way.
Well, I know I can't sing, so let me go ahead and
I
add
say? You can sing. Love me now. See, no, don't tempt me. Don't sing. another song. Don't play with me, Eleanor. This is you at ACH. Don't play with me.
Matter of fact,
And ACH is honorary co-host.
Liz, I think she wanted that. So,
she asked for it.
Love me.
And Eleanor, that's what you better do.
Love me in a special way. What more can I say? Love me now.
So before we go this evening, I want to say, I want everybody to send prayers and positive energies to my big brother, my mentor, my friend, Cornell Enoch. He's going through some things right now, physically with his body, for the cancer. So I know he's had surgery and different things like that. But I want him to come out unscathed from all this and be like he was prior to him acquiring this.
In the name of Jesus.
Bam. Also want to give a shout out. Look, if you're not doing anything Saturday evening, 8 p.m.
Oh yeah.
Come to Kula is hosting the lip sync
Kula.
battle. Kula.
I love me some Kula. I just saw her last Friday. That's my girl. I love Kula.
So she is hosting the lip sync battle at Maple Bourbon, which is on. Come on, Mr. Allen. It's on.
It's Maple Bourbon. Put it in your phone on the GPS.
Y'all said you'll get there, but it starts at 8 p.m. sharp. You may come in before, maybe to have something a little bit to eat, have some drinks and just enjoy the time. Saturday night I will be one of the judges there, so I'll be in the house as far as that's concerned.
I just had one request though. Cooler. Next time, can we do it when I'm gonna be in town? Both times that we did this happen, I was out of town. I wanna come, Cooler.
Yeah, the first one was fun. Yeah, the first one was cool.
I want to give a shout out to Men's Huddle, Team RVA, Transformation RVA, Monday, 7:15 p.m. at 101 Cowarden Road, inside the health building. They are having their millennial Men's Huddle, so definitely all the men out there. If you want to do anything, some information, some advice, or whatever that is. Again, this is a place of healing for broken men, men going through issues and things of that nature. This is the place for you to be, because real men get together, real men talk about real shit, and you get real advice, and there is a healing within in this place. So come out on Monday night, 7:15, January 20th, 7:15 p.m. 101 Cowarden Road. And with that being said,
and hey Donna, hey Miss Jefferson, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the folks who have watched our show for the first time. Thank you. We hope that y'all are gonna watch.
Thank you.
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Yeah.
Okay. So my last thing, and because since we're giving all the shout outs and all that kind of good stuff. So I have a friend who is actually has a space. So my birthday party I was talking about is actually going to be at, I'm hoping I'm getting this right, 200 West Marshall. All right, it is a brand new event space. It is actually in the building of, I guess it used to be a firehouse. So it's actually funny because when you go in there, they still have the poles. But my friend Christy is actually. My friend Christy is actually the owner of Glam Us Events, and she is my coordinator, and that is her space.
Wow.
Kudos.
West Marshall.
All right, let's do this. Go there, visit, set up.
And Eleanor, you come to the birthday party too. Oh, she said, say good night. Good night.
So with that being said, from Team EDB 365 and the HCH family, again, wipe the cold out your eyes, wake up, see your surroundings, get your house in order, watch the signs in the earth and the skies. Look alive. We love you, and good night.
Good night.
Peace.
Love